Hi.
Hi,
Okay. Tell me your name and what office you're running for.
my name is Tiffany Perkins, Perkins with a Z, and not an S, and I am running for State Board of Education for District 7.
Okay. All right. And I don't know, just brief overview. What did you think about tonight's event?
I thought tonight's event was really cool. It was interesting to hear from some candidates that I might not normally be in normal like campaign trail like events, and wouldn't normally be sharing those spaces, but hearing from them and finding that I like some of their answers. And whenever you take away labels, then and just get to the content, then you might be surprised what you agree with.
Right.
So
I think that's the whole point of the Unlabeled event tonight is just to sort of bring people together, take away the labels, obviously, and have people just speak from the heart
Yeah.
and come up here as just an individual
Yes.
and say, this is what I believe in, and these are my policies, and this is what I'm going for. In your opinion, how do you feel like this Unlabeled event is benefiting the community?
I think that it has benefited the community to come together around issues that we all care about. So for an example, I heard people tonight talk about education, which is the office I'm running for, but other positions also talk about education. I heard people tonight talk about data centers. I think that these are issues, those two particularly, education and data centers, are things that transcend the party boxes. We all want clean communities. We all want clean water. We all want good public schools for our kids. Like, these are things that are just basic and that we can come together on.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are all things that we can pretty much agree on.
Yes.
We all want these things to improve.
Yes.
Right.
How we maybe go about it is different, but we all want those things.
Absolutely. And I think that's a good thing too. How we all go about things, our issues in the community are different. So to have everyone come in from different parties, whether it be Democratic, Republican, Independent, we're all here to voice our opinions about what the issues are and how we think that they can be fixed. And I think that's fantastic because we're not going to hear that everywhere. We might go to a Republican meeting and the Republicans are going to speak, and we'll hear only Republicans, or we'll hear only Democrats at the Democratic meetings. But I think the whole idea here is just to bring everyone together. One last question, we'll end off here. What is the thing that you were most excited about when... Sorry, let me start over. How am I going to word this? What is the thing that you were most excited about when deciding to come and be a part of the Unlabeled event?
I was excited about getting in front of audiences that maybe I would not have gotten in front of ordinarily. So a lot of times when you're campaigning in front of kind of more or less the same audiences. Like if I go to this particular political party meeting, or if I go to this rally, and I'm speaking in front of people who came there because they knew that it was associated with this party,
Right.
and they agreed with that topic.
Right.
And those events are definitely valuable, and people do learn from them. However, getting in front of an audience that I wouldn't normally get, just after I spoke, I had people pulling me aside and saying, I really liked what you said, and I don't know who they voted for in
Right.
2024, 2022, but they liked what I said about strong public schools, academic rigor, and just being public schools being a neutral space for kids to learn how to think and not what to think. And yeah, and that's ultimately, what I feel like we all want. Extremists on either side to side. That's what everybody wants, for people to learn how to think and not what to think, and for our schools to be strong and to be community pillars. And people, after the fact, were pulling me aside and saying that they agreed with that. And I still don't know the parties of those people,
Right.
but I appreciate it, and that's what I was excited about. I was excited to have those conversations that I wouldn't ordinarily have.
That's fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
really so appreciate you being involved and participating. I thought of another question while you were answering that.
Yeah.
Are you Democratic or Republican?
I am running on the Democratic Party.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Yeah.
think that's all we have for today. Thank you
Yeah.
again so
Thank
much
you.
for coming and being a part of this. It truly means the world to everyone involved, and we can't do any of this without having our politicians be involved. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.